Hello and welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi, and it's a great day. We have a whole lot on the program this morning coming from the world of sports, and I know a lot of Atletico Madrid fans will be disappointed. Borussia Dortmund fans are happy, same as PSG fans, and for Barcelona fans, they were also disappointed. It wasn't really a good result for them. Enrique said yes, they were going to upturn that result at Camp Nou, and eventually they did that in a very fashionable and interesting manner. Kylian Mbappe getting a brace in that game, and for Barcelona, well, they might say that red card actually cost the defeat, but that is football for you. You win some and you lose some. But this time around, I think PSG got a pound of their own revenge of 2015 incident that happened in the reverse fixture, also at Camp Nou, where it ended 6-5 on aggregate after the first leg win for PSG. This whole lot will be coming up on the show. But let's begin from a different sports this morning. Let's talk about one man, a living legend of the sport. He's a great man, 22 Grand Slam winner. That is Rafael Nadal, after coming back from injury after a year out on injury, the abdominal injury. But this time around, 38 years old Nadal coming back at the Barcelona Open in his first game, defeated the young Italian and inexperienced Italian Flavio Cobolli in the first round game of the Barcelona Open, 6-2, 6-3. Well, it's a good one, and we are looking at Rafael Nadal to maybe this is last year of playing tennis, according to him, because he has actually suffered a whole lot of injury. But he has actually written his name on gold. He has written his name with a golden pen in the sport or in the world of tennis. 22 Grand Slam winner. That was a record one for Rafael Nadal, where we know that Novak Djokovic actually had to chase this record and eventually surpass that 22 Grand Slam title. Novak Djokovic is on 23, but for Rafael Nadal, he's on 22. Alongside, when you mention Roger Federer, you also need to mention Rafael Nadal when it comes to tennis and Novak Djokovic. These three guys are actually great tennis player, fantastic player when it comes to the world of tennis. But after a year out of playing competitive tennis, now due to injury, abdominal injury, hip injury, a whole lot actually hampered his playing career in tennis, and now he is back almost a year out and getting that win against the inexperienced Italian Cobolli was a good one in his first round of Barcelona Open, and we are looking forward to Rafael Nadal progressing in the tournament, where he has actually won this title multiple times. And you know, Barcelona is his home place. That is where he comes from, and he enjoys playing this particular Open in his homeland, in his place, Barcelona. And congratulations to Rafael Nadal. Despite the injury worries, he's back up and running, playing tennis. And because of that, he's ranked 644 in the world. That is his world ranking. You know what it means for a man who had onto the world #1 tennis sport for quite a long time. Now ranked 644 in the world. Let's see how he's going to progress, and definitely, like he said, maybe this 2024 is going to be his last year playing tennis, playing competitive tennis. He's 38 years of 38 years of age. All right, let's see how it goes in the Barcelona Open for Rafael Nadal. I don't know if my guest from Plateau is ready. He will be joining on the show. Okay, let's move away from tennis and come back home quickly. Let's talk about our cadet team. It was a good news. That was 3 days back when Manu Garba was announced as the coach of the Nigerian under-17 team, and he just have a month in between to prepare this team for the WAFU under-17 Championship, where he has to play and qualify for the under-17 AFCON, and getting that at least putting the team together. Manu Garba has called up 51 players to camp as the camp opens, where they will go through screening, and definitely the best of the best would be selected from the 51 players that have been invited to camp. Don't think that the 51 players will be left in the team, so it has to be streamlined to 22, and 22 you have to have your first team, first 11, and probably second 11. So 51 players has been called up by Manu Garba for the under-17 camp. That is our cadet team. You know, Nigeria has won the under-17 World Cup for a record 5 times. They and Brazil starts on the same number of winning the under-17. If you remember 1993, Kanu Nwankwo, they won that title, and the last time Nigeria won it was we also won it with Manu Garba in 2013, and also with Emmanuel Amuneke. We won the under-17 tournament, and that is where the discovery of Manu Garba actually discovered the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, the Nwankali brothers, and then Victor Osimhen was discovered by Emmanuel Amuneke in that edition. So it's a place where we actually get teams and players for under-20, and they gradually progress to the to the senior team, that is the Super Eagles. So it's a good one. 51 players call up to camp by Manu Garba, where definitely screening will take place, and the best of the best, like I said, would be selected for the under-17 team. And it's just a month between now and when the WAFU B tournament will go down in Ghana. So he has to prepare the team in space of 1 month. You know, these are some of the things we don't really fire brigade approach in this part of the world. At the end of the day, if the team don't do well at the WAFU B under-17 tournament, then eyebrows will have to be will now raise, questions will be asked, and a whole lot. Giving a coach 1 month to prepare for a tournament, that is not good. While other teams that will be coming for this tournament must have started preparation 3 months ago, 4 months ago, some 5 months ago, and some even a year before the main time of the event. So let's see how Manu Garba is going to put up a team together in space of 1 month that will do well at the WAFU B under-17 tournament later on, just a month away from now. All right, let's leave Manu Garba and the 51 players. Let the best of the best be selected for the Nigerian under-17 team. All right, let's go straight to the continent. Let's go straight to Cairo, where CAF is looking to cancel the Confederations Cup tournament because of the African Super League that is already that is going to be in place. So I think the second tier competition of the CAF Champions League is the one that is going to suffer because of this African Super League that will commence I think by August this year. So for the CAF Confederations Cup, they are actually looking at it. It's still on. They are still deliberating about it to cancel the CAF Confederations Cup. I know Nigerian team Rivers United just weeks ago, just 2 weeks back, they crashed out of the Confederations Cup after they lost 2-0 away to USM Algiers, that is defending champions of the CAF Confederations Cup. So right now, I think the talks are still ongoing and looking how maybe probably not to cancel it or maybe find a way around it. But as things stands, the CAF Confederations Cup might just be cancelled to give way for the African Super League, which to me, it's a good one. It's a welcome development for us to have the African Super League. You know, in Europe, the Super League was rejected in Europe, and now it has come to Africa, where a whole lot of money will be spent, and the teams that will be participating in the African Super League also will make a lot of money. So let's see if the Confederations Cup will be cancelled for the African Super League. But like I said, the deliberation is still ongoing to see probably how maybe to cancel it or to leave it. At the end of the day, when they must have looked at considered, put everything in consideration and consider the possibility, maybe the consequences of it, of cancelling the CAF Confederations Cup and the gains of it. They will actually come up with a conclusion, and then definitely you are going to hear it on Trust TV, 360 Sports, on Trust TV, the conclusion of that matter. But right now, it's not yet cancelled. They are still deliberating on it, maybe to cancel it or to leave the competition running. We already know that the competition is in its semi-final, but definitely they have to play out the semi-final and the finals of the CAF of the Confederations Cup. So don't think that they are going to cancel it now, because already the competition is into a semi-final. And you know, Nigerian team, Rivers United, the only Nigerian team that was remaining on the continent, lost to USM, the defending champions, just a week ago in Algeria. All right, let's leave the CAF Confederations Cup and come back home proper. It was action-packed match day 30 in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Like I said, the second stanza of the Nigerian Premier League is getting hotter and interesting, and we see teams going away, getting away wins, and also home teams scoring a lot of goals. It was a goal galore in match day 30. Accra United in the Eaglets Township Stadium, fantastic team. They are struggling, but they were able to hold their own against visiting Niger Tornadoes, 4-1 in that game. And for the table toppers, Enugu Rangers, they continue their impressive form. They bounced back from that defeat in match day 29 to Katsina United in a 7-goal thriller. And right now it was 3-2. The first team that defeated them this season, that's Abia Warriors at the Umahia Township Stadium. And they came back at the Enugu, that is at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. They were able to get the maximum 3 points to continue their stay at the top of the Nigerian Premier Football League table. So it was action match day 30, and interesting results all around from all of the venues, all of the centers at the length and cross and breadth of the country. Now let's look at Shooting Stars against Lobby Stars. It was 2-0 against Lobby Stars at the Liberty Stadium in Ibadan. Accra United at the Eaglets Township Stadium defeated Niger Tornadoes 4-1. Like I said, it was a 4-1 thrashing of visiting Niger Tornadoes. Bayelsa United and Katsina United played a 1-1 draw at the Samson Siasia Stadium in Yenagoa, and the Bendel Insurance came at least they left it late to beat Kano Pillars 2-1 at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City. That was the star match of match day 30. Enugu Rangers against Abia Warriors, it was 3-2 in the first. It was two Oriental Derby, and the two home teams in the Oriental Derby is getting the win. Enugu Rangers beating Abia Warriors 3-2, and Enyimba pipped Heartland FC of Owerri, who are actually struggling, 1-0 at the Aba International Stadium. And then for Gombe United, they lost at home. They continued their woes in the Nigerian Premier League in the second stanza of the league. 2-1, they lost at home, that is at the Pantami Stadium, to Kwara United. And for Rivers United, they get their own revenge against Plateau United. The first leg, it was also 3-2 against them in the first leg at the Jos Township Stadium, but the return leg now at the Adoki Ahmad Simaka Stadium in Port Harcourt, it was 3-1 against Plateau United. For Rivers United, who had played a lesser game than all the team. And then the third derby in match day 30, it was between Sporting Lagos and Sunshine Stars of Akure. That's the Southwest Derby. And for Sporting Lagos, at the Onikon Stadium in Lagos, they beat their neighbors, Sunshine Stars, 1-0. So it was actually a good game for match day 30 in the Nigerian Premier Football League. All right, let's quickly look at the table. Let's see how teams are standing on the table. Enugu Rangers, like I said, they responded to their match day 29 defeat with a win over their Aba neighbors, that is Abia Warriors. It was 3-2 against them, and with that now they have 54 points and 15 goal difference. Enyimba followed closely, the defending champions who won the title last season. They are second with 54 51 points and 11 goal difference. Lobby Stars, who lost their own game, stay on the third position with 51 points, also 6 goal difference. They are third. Shooting Stars of Ibadan are fourth with 49 points. Same points with Remo Stars, who have a game in hand, who will be playing later on today. They are fifth on the table with 49 points. Plateau United is sixth with 47 points, who lost to Rivers United. Kas United played 1-1 with Bayelsa United. They are seventh with 45 points, and Bendel Insurance, the Benin Arsenals, are eighth on the log with 41 points, and the Kano Pillars follow closely, who lost their own game to Bendel Insurance. They both of them occupying the same 8th and 9th position. They have 41 points also with -2 goal difference, and Niger Tornadoes is on the 10th position, who were hammered 4 by Accra United at the Eket Township Stadium. They have 39 points to stay on the 10th position. Let's go to the flip side of the table quickly. We have Sporting Lagos, who are 11th after beating their neighbors. Sporting Lagos, after beating Sunshine Stars of Akure, they are now 11th on the log with 38 points. Abia Warriors, who lost their own game to Enugu Rangers, are 12th with 38 points and -3 goal difference. We have Doma United, who have a game in hand against Remo Stars, 13th with 37 points, and Kwara United is 14th with 36 points. We have Bayelsa United 15th with 36 points, also -5 goal difference, the same number of points with Kwara United. Sunshine Stars of Akure lost to Sporting Lagos. They have 35 points on the 16th position. Rivers United still have a whopping 6 games in hand. They are 17th on the Nigerian Premier League football table with 34 points. And then we have Accra United, who are 18, who are trying to see how they can get out of that relegation zone with 34 points and -3 goal difference. And we have Heartland FC, who are actually struggling on the 19th position with 26 points. And for Gombe United, they are 20 on the table with 22 points. So it's looking good. We just have about 8 games to go to the end of the Nigerian Premier Football League table. At the end of the season, let's see, is it going to be Enugu Rangers? Is it going to be Enyimba? Is it going to be Lobby Stars, the Remo Stars? All of these teams that I mentioned still have a chance of lifting the Nigerian Premier Football League title at the end of the season in May. So let's see how it goes. It's getting tougher and tougher every week, every weekend in the Nigerian Premier Football League. We just have one fixtures for today. Let's quickly look at that fixtures that will be happening today. It's going to be Remo Stars away to Doma United at the Pantame Stadium in Gombe. And Remo Stars, if they win, they will go back to the 2nd position on the Nigerian Premier League football table, pushing Enyimba to the 3rd position. But as it stands right now, they are going to slug it out with Doma United at the Pantame Stadium. That stadium used to be fortress for Doma United, but Enugu Rangers was the first team this season to beat Doma United at that stadium, and ever since, teams can go there and get a win. We saw that where Kwara United yesterday got a win against Gombe United. Gombe United and Doma used the same stadium, that is Pantame Stadium in Gombe, because both teams are based in that state. So let's see how it goes for Remo Stars, who will at least slug it out with Doma United today at the Pantame Stadium in Gombe. All right, let's leave the shores of Nigeria and go straight to Europe. I know miracles do happen in Champions League, and when it is the Champions League, they say it is the night of champions, and champions rise up to the occasion, and definitely PSG rose up to that occasion. They actually made a statement, yes, we are champions and we have to dominate this game. It was a fantastic night for PSG at Camp Nou. Luis Enrique going back home. He used to be Barcelona coach before. He has played in that stadium. He has also coached in that stadium. So this Camp Nou was not new to Luis Enrique. He went back home and eventually he left smiling. It was a big one. It was a big night for Kylian Mbappe, who is looking likely to leave the team at the end of the season to join Real Madrid. But before he leaves PSG, at least he needs to enjoy all of the moment. They have made it through to the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League after coming back from 3-2 down at Parc des Princes in the first leg, and now they went to Camp Nou and stunned Barcelona. Good one, good result for Kylian Mbappe, and most especially for Luis Enrique, who is looking likely. Definitely, the season is not over for him because they are at the top of the French Ligue 1. Definitely, they are going to win that title. But one thing that is missing in the cabinet of PSG is this UEFA Champions League. They have chased it every season. They look like a team to beat. They look like a team to win alongside with Man City. But this time around, Man City at least have taken one step ahead of them by winning the Champions League. For PSG, they got to the final. They lost to Bayern Munich 1-0, courtesy of Maurice Coman's lone goal in that final. So it's likely, definitely they are into the semi-final. They have to get past that hurdle and also get to the final. But it was a Champions night at Camp Nou. Let's quickly look at the result. Let's see at that result. And also at Iduna Park in Germany, Borussia Dortmund also came back from a 2-1 down to beat Atletico Madrid 4-2, and it was 5-4 on aggregate. And for PSG, like I said, 6-4 on aggregate after the first leg ended 3-2 in favor of Barcelona at Parc des Princes. But for Paris Saint-Germain, they came to Camp Nou. They had to score 4 good goals against Barcelona. Barcelona was looking like they took the lead. They went ahead. But for PSG, they came back, rally around Kylian Mbappe leading that team, and they got all of the 4 goals. Sweet revenge for PSG against Barcelona. If you remember 2015, they actually fell like a pack of cards to Barcelona, and this time around they have also got their own revenge. So 6-4 aggregate in total for PSG against Barcelona. For Borussia Dortmund, yes, their season is not over yet. They might have lost the league title to Bayer Leverkusen, but in the Champions League, they really want to get something out of it. They defeated Atletico Madrid 4-2 on the night, 5-4 on aggregate. First leg 2-1 against them at the Wanda Metropolitano in Spain, but the reverse fixture at the Iduna Park, it was 5-4 aggregate in total, 4-2 at the end of the night for Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund and PSG right now are through to the Champions League semi-final. So the two teams already are sure they have booked their place in the semi-final, and we'll wait for the other fixtures that will be coming up tonight. But that you'll get the fixtures in the evening show. All right, let's leave the UEFA Champions League result quickly and look at some transfers on the show this morning before we go. We had this particular one. I know, yes, because this is what normally happens to a team that wins the league. Some of these, permit me to say, smaller teams that popped out of nowhere to win the league. We remember Leicester City, after winning the league, a whole lot of players had to leave the team, and some stayed back. But this time around, Bayer Leverkusen is going to follow the way of Leicester City. Let's see what happens. As it stands right now, they have started placing price tag on their players. Now, Bayer Leverkusen set 150 million euro price tag on midfielder Florian Ries. He's a German. After 29 games this season, fantastic player, 11 goals and 10 assists. You know, he played alongside Victor Boniface in the German Bundesliga in Bayer Leverkusen, and they just won the German Bundesliga title in their history just last weekend with 79 points to their name. So for Florian Ries, a fantastic midfielder, 29 games this season in the German Bundesliga, that is with 11 goals and 10 assists to his name in the German Bundesliga, and I believe that is why this price tag from Bayer Leverkusen now is at least 150 million euro for a fantastic. He's 22 years of age, Florian Ries, and if definitely if everything goes well, you saw on the screen the likes of Liverpool and co. Actually, they want his services. So if you are ready to get Florian, you need to cough out 150 million euros to just take him away from Bayer Leverkusen. A whole lot of persons have predicted, sports pundits have predicted that, yes, some of the players for Bayer Leverkusen might not just be there next season. Also, Xabi Alonso will be staying back to see if he can actually defend his title, at least look at his credentials very well, if he's ripe to move. All right, let's look at this one quickly before we go on the show. Manchester United. I know a lot of Manchester United fans will be happy to hear this, because a whole lot of them are disappointed with Anthony. Now Manchester United ready to sell winger Anthony. He has played 25 Premier League games this season, 0 goals, just 1 assist to his name. But you know what he did in the FA Cup against Liverpool at Old Trafford, at Wembley. He actually did so well at Old Trafford, I beg your pardon, not Wembley. The semi-final games will be happening in Wembley, where he actually reignited Manchester United comeback in that game. So 25 EPL games this season for Anthony, 0 goal with 1 assist. And I can tell you that is why Manchester United is looking, at least they are ready to sell Anthony. So any team that is ready to at least acquire his services, they just need to talk to his agent, talk to Manu, and he might Manu might just let him go. It was not the best of the signings for Manchester United. All right, that is where we'll be leaving it on the program. We are sorry that our guest Abba Michael couldn't join us on the show because of some technical hitches from his own side, and probably on subsequent edition who will be joining us on the show. That is it on the program 360 Sports. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.